Hey, what's up you guys? It's Lexi DIY and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm whispering because people are still sleeping in the house, but we gotta get this video started. So as you can tell, you're like, Lexi, this is not the Hot Mess house. No, this is my mom's house and we are in South Carolina for Christmas. And this is actually a new build house. My parents are the first ones to live here and they moved in a few years ago. But we wanted to make it a little bit more custom. My mom definitely needs a little bit more functionality in her laundry room. I have a really great idea for this space and let me go ahead and show it to you. This is my mom's laundry room, and although it's very nice, it definitely isn't super functional for her. She can't reach that top shelf, and there's really no storage, even though there's a lot of room over on this side. So we are going to build a custom bench. Now, my dimensions are 67 inches by 16. Yours might be different if you're looking to do this, but I'm gonna take you through the entire process on how I built this bench. Did I buy myself this table saw for Christmas? Yes, I did. I did, and I'm not sorry about it. Don't know really how I'm gonna get it home, but I wanted to do my mom's laundry room. I had none of my tools, and there's a Ryobi like tool outlet here. They sell more than just Ryobi, but so I've been wanting one of these, and it was on sale. So yeah, I did buy it, but. Let me be very clear, you could definitely do this project mostly with a handsaw or rent a saw from Home Depot. You don't need to buy one, it just makes sense for me to buy one because I already wanted it. So don't really know how this is gonna go. I don't have my proper ear protection, so I do have my corded headphones. I'm gonna put on some glasses and we're gonna get to cutting, baby. I got a bunch of stuff in my eyes, so I had my dad go get me these goggles. Thanks, Scare Bear. I was so itchy after I did the first one, so you know, we had to fully suit up. I had like hives on my face, so highly recommend covering up as much of your like skin as possible if you are going to be using a saw, and definitely make sure that you wear a mask and that you're covering your eyes. But basically here I'm just cutting the little pieces to be in the center of my bench. These I cut at 16 inches, and honestly, this was a really simple project. If you're not looking to get your own saw, you can definitely do this with a hand saw or just have them cut it at Home Depot for you. On screen, I'm gonna show you exactly what I used. So I used these 2x4s, which were about $6 each, and I used 3, and then I used 3-inch construction screws. Now, I did want to mention one more thing before I go into how I'm attaching them here. They do have a section at Home Depot where you can actually use a handsaw in like the trim section and cut things yourself. So if you're not looking to get a saw, you can definitely use that part there as well if they just won't cut it for you in store, or if maybe like nobody's available to cut it for you. Just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. You definitely don't need like all of these tools to do this project. I would say the biggest one is definitely this drill. So I'm pre-drilling holes to make sure that my wood doesn't split, and then I am doing 2 construction screws into each. You definitely want another person there to help hold it, and I found that going from the center out really made sure that it kept it a little bit more straight, because sometimes the wood that you buy might not be fully straight. And that's okay. This is the way that we were able to combat that, though, by working from the center out when we were attaching stuff. Then it was time to go ahead and fit it in. It is like going to be very snug. We did cut 2 18-inch pieces to kind of hold it up on the bottom. And here we were kind of testing, like, is that gonna be a good height? And then we got the level out and we started kind of leveling it to make sure, you know, it was level. But we really should have tried to find the studs before we did this, and I'll show you why in a second. So we hate stud finders, but this is definitely the best one that we've found, because it shows you like a little bit more of where the actual hole stud is. But it did fall in the middle. But I put the one on screen that we use. It's from Ryobi. You can get it at Home Depot. I also use this method where I tap little tiny nails into where I think a stud is, and this is a really good way to tell, because you can tell if it's catching on wood behind it or if it's going into the drywall, and that's just to make sure you actually are going into the stud. So I marked all the studs, and then we screwed the bench into the studs directly. You definitely want to do this, especially because people are going to be sitting on it. Now I'm using a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. Now this isn't the same one I used, but this one I would highly recommend. Please look at that. It says free custom cuts available. So like I said, they will cut this for you. You do not need a table saw. And that is something I think deters a lot of people from actually doing projects. Like I said, I only got this because we are renovating our home, and it just makes more sense for me to buy one because I do a lot of projects. But anyway, I cut another piece down because I couldn't get one long enough in my car that would go all the way across the bench. And then we put the first piece on, and we went ahead and drilled it on with some construction screws. Now, like I said, the only tool that you really, really, really need for this project is a good drill, which will also be your kind of electric screwdriver, if you will. I like the ones from Ryobi, the one that I put on screen. It's $50, and it's really good if you're just starting out. But again, you could probably find a drill for a little bit cheaper at Walmart or Target. Also, yeah, my camera and my phone fell, so I thought that was funny, and I would just leave it in there. Then I used some wood filler to go ahead and cover any of the gapping and where I just put those screws so that we could have a flat surface. And here I'm using a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 of an inch piece of plywood. Yeah, a 1/4 inch. I can't talk today. To go on the face of the front of it, if that makes sense. And again, they will cut this for you. So you do not need to cut this yourself. They will cut it for you. Now, here I am using a brad nailer. It's not the one I normally use. I bought one that does smaller ones. I like the 18 gauge one, and this is a 24 gauge one. Again, you can rent this, but if you really don't want to use that, you could attach this with liquid nails, and just make sure that you hold it in place with painter's tape while it's drying. I sanded everything down, and then I got this beautiful color called Village Green by Behr, and I opened that and started to get to work. I decided that I would paint the wall under before I attached my wood pieces, which you'll see here in a minute. And the reason that I did that was, one, I was kind of on a time constraint, and I wouldn't be able to attach all the wood pieces until the next day. So I needed to get this dry time done more quickly. So it would just made sense for me to paint this first and then paint the things that I'm putting on it. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But I did 2 coats on that, and then we cut these little 1x2s to nail to the wall. Again, you could totally use liquid nails to do this and hold it in place. I do suggest using a brad nailer, but totally up to you. Now, we did the outside ones first, and then we did 2 more, and I used painter's tape to hold it up. in like the area that we kind of thought, and then we leveled them out before actually nailing them in, which I know that they don't look level, but it's because of the camera angle, I promise you. And then again, just use that brad nailer to go ahead and secure them to the wall. And then I used a 1x3 at the top. It's a little bit thicker, but of course you guys could use whatever size you want. And I am using a caulk gun here to go ahead and make sure that the edges are seamless, but if you don't want to buy like the caulk gun, you could get the squeezable tubes and use that as well. But again, I just use this stuff so much that I thought, hey, I should have one of these at my parents' house. Okay, now I was going to replace the shelf. I actually built another one that kind of matched the bench, but I didn't have time to put it up. So we'll be doing this side of the laundry room a little bit more intensely next time we come, but we had to give it a little lift. So I cleaned that off because my parents can't really reach it, so they just kind of throw stuff up there. And after that was cleaned off, then the caulk was dry and it was ready for paint to go over it. Now, I'm going in with a trim brush to get the edges. You do need a little bit more paint on the caulking just because you don't want it to show through. And then I used a roller to finish on the face of everything. I took this little dog thing off that my dad held his dog's leash on, and I moved the washer and dryer out as much as I possibly could because my mom wanted some storage that she could reach in between these. And I was going to do a cabinet, but I couldn't find one, so we are going to, like I said, go back and do the other side way more intensely, maybe even use some like tile up the wall or something next time I go back to my mom's house. But anyway, painted this bench white, and they already had this trim color, so I just used the trim color that was in there and that already matched and that they already had. And I did forget to prime this, so I'm not gonna lie, make sure that you prime your wood if you're going to paint it. While I was waiting for that to dry, it was time to get to decorating everything. I got these really cute jars from Ross. I got some really pretty laundry pods, and these will be out of reach. They are just for decoration, but that's totally fine. I also got some scent beads to put in the other jar, and I just think it's cute decoration. You definitely don't need to do this, or you could put it in a place where you could reach it and it could be useful to you. But yeah, I just always love the way that these look. I did get this little canister from Target to put the dryer sheets in. I think removing packaging makes it look so classy and just kind of like ups it a level. You didn't see me do it, but I used these little like clear cutting boards from Dollar Tree to make sure none of this fell through, and I just kind of styled it with some stuff that we either already had or that I picked up from like Walmart and Target. And then I put the dryer sheets and the liquid laundry detergent that my mom uses on this little roller cart. And just to fill it up, I got these white towels in case, she needs towels for any reason while she's doing laundry. And I rolled them up to be in like a cute little style and just put them on that roller cart, and it filled it out quite nicely. Then I got a paintable outlet cover, and I just thought that that really kind of pulled it all together so there wasn't just like a white outlet cover in the middle of the green wall. Totally up to you though. And I got these really cute pillows from Target. I don't know how much they're gonna be sitting here, but the coziness was a vibe for sure. I searched forever for the perfect baskets, and I found these ones at Lowe's for $25 each, which was really good because any baskets this size were like looking like they were going to be $40. I got these command hooks. Now, I could have just drilled hooks into the wall, but I wanted to make it a little easier on myself. So I put these command hooks up that I got from Target, and I actually really, really love them. We did try to measure everything out, but I'm not gonna lie, we mainly eyeballed it. And it's okay if you do the same thing, because it doesn't need to be 100% perfect, okay? Okay. I found this little kitchen rug at Target that was the perfect size, so I went ahead and placed that in here and attached it to the floor with some little sticky stuff so that it wouldn't move. And here is my parents' reaction. 3, 2, 1, open. Oh, wow.
I think.
Oh, honey, this is love it?
Beautiful. I love. Oh, look at the wall.
Ooh, the bench.
She did her thing.
She,
Oh my
she
God,
did
it's
our thing. She did our thing.
Well, she
I like
listened,
it.
said I
Yeah.
told her I wanted hooks and buckets
like
to
that.
put shoes in. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Good.
Thank you so much. I love it.
All right. And you got
So pretty.
Yeah.
Whoa. And you did find something
Yeah.
to fit between there.
Oh my God, that really is close.
Perfect. Oh my
And it rolls, see,
God.
it rolls up too, so you don't have to grab it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh,
Sweet.
I love it. Thank you so
Very
much.
nice.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Perfect.
I know my parents are wearing my merch too, just in case you guys were wondering.
Yeah, right here, right here. I like the color. I
Good.
really do like the color.
Well, there's a whole gallon of it.
There's a whole
I
gallon,
like these.
so we can make something else.
Oh, so, and you
Yeah.
built this. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Let the laundry begin.
Yeah. Kayla, are you ready to see the laundry room?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I love the pillows. It's a nice touch.
Thanks.
And the color, for sure.
Yes, the color. Everybody's vibing with
And
the
I
color.
can sit on it.
Yeah, sit on it. Take it for a spin.
It's
Pretty sturdy, huh?